Hello everyone, Gil coming to you, reminding you not only to leave your mark, but giving you a tool that will differentiate you when you do listing presentations or when you're having a relationship with a seller and you need to impress. So a lot of information today is available to our sellers online, or they can get it in very different ways. And things about pricing, which are always very interesting for our sellers because they want to know how much is their house worth. It's a number one marketing ploy to get a seller lead is to offer a free home evaluation. Why? Because they really want to know it. That's why it works. But I want to suggest to you a new tool that you can use through an example that I will show you, through another video that I will show you technically on how to perform, or if your CRM system somehow delivers that report to you. And that is something that the sellers cannot see, and only a real estate agent can deliver this value. And that is what I call the definitive demand report. You see, the sellers, they know what is for sale because they go on the portals, they go on your website, and they see what is for sale, they see the asking prices, so they pretty much know what is the supply. What they don't know is what is the demand. And this is my challenge to you as broker owners, as managers, and as agents. You need to document every incoming buyer lead that calls you, and just remember to take two things, which are obviously, it's the basis, but document it. Every buyer, you need to know what they're looking for, very, very wide classifications, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, semi-detached, detached, penthouse, whatever, property type, and you need to know their price range, like between bottom and top. It doesn't have to be, exact on the dollar, but more or less. And you need to document that in a file where all the agents can share this information from an office, maybe even a full region, who knows. You can do it on a Google Sheets, which is online, and then everyone can update it, and you don't need to close and save and so on. But it updates online and everyone can see it. But imagine this, imagine that for 1 month, 2 months, whatever, every agent documents every buyer that they get a phone call from, what were they looking for, property type, and of course, what is the price range, more or less, that they were thinking about. And let's say that you have 20 agents, 10 agents, doesn't matter, and let's say that we have 50 callers, 50 buyers in 1 month. You suddenly get a report. What are people looking for in my neighborhood? And you cut these reports by neighborhoods, by local areas, or whatever geographical cut that you have in your city. And then you can present it to the sellers. You go to the seller as part of the listing presentation, or as follow-up, or whatever, or as customer care, and you say, listen, I have a very, very special report that it has to do a lot with pricing. I want to show you what people are looking for in our neighborhood. You know what's out for sale. I know what's out for sale. But what I can show you today is what are people looking for in our neighborhood. And you show them the report. And again, there is an example of this report in another video that is attached to this video. And you show them, okay, did you know that 25% of the people who called us last month or year to date, whatever, are looking for a 3-bedroom apartment. 3-bedroom apartments are hot in our neighborhood. That's the biggest, let's say the most popular search in our neighborhood. 3-bedroom, and then 4, and then 5, and so on. And you have the exact numbers, how many people were looking for each. And then you have the price ranges. And you say, you, my friend, Mr. Seller, you have a 3-bedroom apartment, which is lucky because, as I told you, that's the number one hot item in our neighborhood year to date. However, look at the asking price, or let's say look at the wishful price of our buyers. They're looking for a 3-bedroom apartment, usually between the ranges of $1.3 million to $1.5 million. It doesn't mean that that's what they're going to pay. They're probably going to pay a little bit more than that. However, your listing, the way you're telling me right now, you want to go out at 1.85. You're really out of the range of where the buyers are looking for. Let me give you some advice as your consultant, as the specialist in this area. Let me give you some advice. You need to take your price so it will hit a mark that is much closer to what people are looking for. Because listen, there's a big group looking for your kind of property, which means that there is a possibility to create competition and drive the price up. However, we need to get the phone ringing in. And I can tell you that these people, the 25% of all our callers that are looking for 3-bedroom apartments, they're looking at a lower price range. And again, it doesn't mean that they're not going to have to pay more. But if you're asking way more, then the gap is too big. What if we were here and they were calling us and we could convert them to showings and then maybe to price offers, and then who knows? It's a unique report. No one can do it besides a real estate agent, a very professional real estate agent who works with the database, who correlates his database with other agents, hopefully from the same office or the same network, or a CRM software, or even an MLS kind of system. But that's an amazing knowledge base that you can give your sellers that they cannot get to on their own. Remember, sellers can see what's for sale. They can see the supply. They do not know what the demand is. What if you give them like good, high quality data on the demand? Now I know you're going to watch this video, but not 100% of you are going to actually do it because that's just life. What an amazing opportunity this is to differentiate yourself, to show your sellers an added value that no one else has shown them, or very few have shown them, and right now it's no one else. And you show them, hey, has anyone ever showed you what is the demand like in our neighborhood? Because I have a definitive demand report that I want to share with you. And if you haven't seen it, you got to see it. That's part of what I do. I'm the professional real estate agent and the specialist in this neighborhood. Whatever you need to know, you come to me. That's how you build trust. That's how you create your professionalism, you establish the relationship with your seller, and that's one step closer to getting the exclusive listing at the commission that you want and improving the performance of your business. Go and do it.